Hi there, interGHOSTHOUSE, and this is your host interGHOST, and today I am going to be reacting to The Mist from 2007. This movie is based on a novel by Stephen King, and the reason I'm doing this one is because I've just read the Mist novel. It comes in this Skeleton Crew book. It's actually a novella. It's a short story. It's only about 150 pages long, so I thought, I've read the story, let's review the movie. I've never seen the movie, and let's see how it compares to the book, because I haven't seen the movie. If you want to support the channel, please remember to thumb up the video. Also subscribe and ring the little bell, and it will notify you when the next video is up. I hope to do a video every month, and if this channel goes well, I will start doing the videos fortnightly. So here we go. This is The Mist, starting now. So yeah, in the book, it starts off with a guy living with his wife and son, and then a mist comes across the lake. Oh, look, there's John Carpenter's The Thing poster there. Yeah, so the mist comes across the lake, and then him and his son go off to a supermarket, a store, and they get stuck there with a group of people, and then all these different monsters come out of the mist and start attacking them. Yeah, so far it's quite similar. Interesting to see what the monsters look like in the book. Yeah, that happens in the book. The tree comes through the window. Yeah, in the book, the monsters are, you got these like pink flies, and you got these like pterodactyl things, and then you got these like octopus tentacles. Nice location down by the lake.
Norton's tree.
Yeah?
So Norton is the neighbour, and he has a big argument with him in the book. So
Look at that.
that is The Mist.
Mist?
King describes the mist as like a cloud going across the floor, so that's quite an accurate representation of that, I think.
I guess you've seen the boathouse.
Yeah, and?
Nothing. Just think we should trade insurance info, no?
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll find my insurance guy's number, I'll bring it by later. Is that okay?
And no problem.
So are these guys going to be friends, or... Again, very similar to the book. They're heading off into town, him, the neighbour and the little boy, and they leave the mum at home. Although when they leave, the mist is literally on their doorstep, and they're seeing things in the mist.
Any idea what they do up there?
Missile defense research, you know, I'm sure you've heard the stories.
I'm sure the woman at the laundromat says that they have a crashed flying saucer up there with frozen alien bodies.
Right, Miss Edna, yeah.
So yeah, they got the strange military base just up the road, which they think maybe the monsters have come from there.
Well, they're in a hurry.
See, in my mind, the whole area is sort of misty and foggy, and sort of the main mist is coming in, but it all seems a bit sort of bright at the moment. Doesn't feel like there's that threat coming towards them. You've just seen it on the other side of the lake, and that's about it at the moment. So is this set nowadays, or was it set back in 1980s when the book was written?
Sally, hey.
Hey, Mr. Drayton.
You guys are jammed up.
Yeah, well, half the staff didn't show, plus the power's out.
Hey, Thursday night, Steph and I want a date night. Babysit?
Heck yeah, I'm there.
The babysitter?
Storm. Everybody's stocking up. Been like this since we opened.
Crap your day, huh?
Is that the guy from Dad's Army?
Lies like these, I don't know how good it is, but I guess we'll have to make do.
I think his son is 5 years old in the book, so he looks to be a little bit older in this.
I need some change on register 5.
Hello, Miss Repper.
Well, hello to you, Billy Drayton.
Hello to you, Billy Drayton.
In the book?
Government's got better things to spend our money on, like corporate handouts and building bonds.
Recognize that lady? What was she out of?
Oh, come on, we got 10 days leave. Check our papers. Look, I told you all leaves are canceled. I don't know why. I gotta go check the pharmacy out. 3 men meet me back at the Jeep in 5 minutes.
Good little nod to say he's checking out the pharmacy, because near the end of the book version they try and get next door into the pharmacy, but they don't actually mention the pharmacy until later on in the story. So I'm guessing they're nodding to that in the movie to show that that's somewhere that they will go later on. What's he running from?
Something in the mist!
There's something in the mist!
Look, John Lee! Screw that, I'm getting to my car. Mister, no!
Don't do it, mister! That's quite nice. Nice bit of CGI mist coming in there. When do you think we'll see the first creature? Luckily the shop's airtight, hey. Some nice practical effects there, bits falling off the ceiling and the building shaking around. Makes it feel more real. High shot looking down over everyone.
I can't stay here. I gotta get home to my kids.
No, don't
Is
go
that
out there.
the
It's
woman
death out
from
there.
Walking Dead?
It's the end of days.
Stop it. Okay? Stop it.
Please, everybody.
Carol? Was that her name?
I told them I'd only be gone a few minutes.
They all seem to be quite scared when they've not actually seen anything. We've had this guy said there's something in the mist. To me, my mind wouldn't go straight to it's a monster or creature. I would think, what you're talking about, like a hurricane or a tidal wave or something like that. But it just seems like someone screamed there's something in the mist and now they're all too scared to go outside. She's gone. Also in the book version, the two guys that are running the store are a lot meaner. They won't let anybody touch any of the food or drink, and they get quite angry with everybody.
I haven't seen him suck his thumb like this since he was 2 years old.
He's in shock. I think we all are.
Again, they're saying the kid's in shock, and we haven't actually seen much really. We had somebody with a nosebleed, and that's it, and the mist, and then the building shook.
Daddy, don't go.
No, I'll be gone 2 seconds, Big Bill. Come on, get your blanket.
Called him Big Bill, which is again something out of the book, so that's pretty cool. There's another child over there in the background though, so he's not the only one, whereas in the novel there is only him as the child, the rest are adults. Also, a lot of the adults get drunk in the story, so let's see if they get them all drinking. And you also have a mad woman who riles everybody up and tries to get them to sacrifice somebody.
Ow! Shit!
Watch your head. Watch your step.
Bitch!
It's Judgment Day, and it's come round at last. There is nothing more obvious or natural than that.
Oh, fuck.
There's the crazy
You've done
woman
that to yourself
talking about
by a life
Judgment
of
Day.
sin and
In my head, she's a lot sort of crazier. Is that an old style mobile phone there? So are we set in the 80s? Nothing sort of obviously pointing at the 80s.
Check it out. Here.
Luckily they had a ton of torches in that store, just in case. Again, they're talking about the mist as if it's got some creatures in it, but we've not seen any creatures.
Listen, they've lost their sense of proportion.
What's going on here?
Out there in the market, they were scared and confused. In here, there's a problem they can solve. They're goddamn gonna solve it.
Ready, kid? Let's rock. Norm, come on. Don't, man.
Don't do it, man.
Oh!
It's all gonna kick off. Like the way the mist is sort of waiting at the side of the door. That's quite cool.
What the f? Get it off! Get it off! Get this freaking thing off me! Get it off! Help me! Help me! Help me!
We've got the tentacle from the octopus type things. That's pretty cool. Looks alright. Looks good. Obviously CG, but well done. Pretty cool. Got like barbs on their tentacles. Watch your head. It's pretty cool. They've even got the little touches in the book about the dog food being piled up there. They've got the dog food. So whoever wrote this took a lot from the actual book by the look of it. Get the axe, man. Chop it. Pretty cool. So he's got a mop in his hand and there's an axe on the floor. Here we go. Chop the end off so they can show the other people. Did they get the generator working then? Because all the lights are back on and they can control the door.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Nothing blocking the exhaust anymore. See, now you'd be scared about what's in the mist because of that tentacle coming in.
Was a big bird or something. You got that kid killed.
Doesn't seem to be much smoke coming from the generator anymore, so...
Go back in the market. Stay by the door. Don't say anything to anybody. Not yet.
Hey everybody, there's tentacles with barbs sticking out of them and the kid's been killed.
What do we say? How do we convince them?
Maybe the bit that you chopped off will convince them.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's not my blood. I'm fine.
Well, what the hell happened?
I'll explain.
Was she from Walking Dead as well?
We need to deal with something first.
There we go. Guys are drinking.
Sorry about Norm.
Let's see if they get drunk.
I ain't making excuses. I'm just saying. We need to start.
Cheers. So in the book, they block the front of the store up with bags of garden soil, peat, or something like that. Let's see if they got enough to block up that whole window.
Don't.
It's true.
Tentacles. Yeah.
So I wouldn't find it that hard to believe if 4 people have told me the same thing.
I'm sorry. I'm just not that stupid. I mean, what do you take me for? I'm shocked.
Come back to the loading dock, okay? I'll show you blood, like a chunk of tentacle on the floor.
No.
Nah, I'm not gonna have a look.
No, we got real. And I'm glad that tree fell on your boathouse. You know that? Glad. Smashed it in pretty good, didn't it? Fantastic. Now all of y'all, just stay out of my way.
I know you're scared, man. I'm scared too.
Tentacles, he says. Tentacles from Planet X. It's a lie, you know. I mean, all these people do is just lie each other up.
Why would they lie about that? It's just stupid. And yeah, it's not really coming out of the beer cans because they've just literally opened one can of beer. Yeah, just show them the tentacle.
The hell is that?
Oh no, it's melted away so no one else can see it.
It appears we may have a problem of some magnitude here.
Okay, they're stacking the stuff up. What are they using?
Let me shine your light. Because they're not all bad. They can't all be bad.
She's starting to lose it. In the story, the main guy has an affair with the other woman, the blonde one, which I thought in the story was a bit strange because he sort of keeps going on about how he loves his wife, and then they get trapped for like a day, and then he's already sleeping with some woman in the shop. So let's see if they include that in this story. I'm guessing they're going to, but what makes him choose her over his wife?
I just want you to know that it's okay being scared. Well, if you need a friend, someone to talk to.
I have a friend. God up above.
I have a friend in Jesus.
The day I need a friend like you, I'll just have myself a little squat and shit one out.
Nice.
There is one God, the God of the Israelites. And he is a stern and vengeful God. And we have been mocking him far too long. And now he demands retribution in blood.
This little speech about God calling for blood doesn't actually happen till right at the end of the story in the book. And we're not even halfway through at the moment, so they brought that forward a bit.
Maybe tonight, when darkness comes, they'll come tonight. And they'll take someone else. See if they don't.
Foreshadowing that they come at night, again, throw to the story in the book. They do attack more in the evening when it's dark rather than the daylight.
Right?
I don't like that scary lady.
Oh, man, I don't either. But you know what? Maybe she's scared, too.
Mommy's okay.
It's the first time they thought about the mum, and we're halfway through the film.
Mommy loves you very much. And I bet she's fine.
I bet she's not.
I promise you. Do you happen to have a gun in the store?
Here? No. Please, this isn't Los Angeles.
I've got a shotgun in my truck.
Of course he has. Someone's got to have a gun. It's America.
Is it Cornell?
Hold on. This gun.
There we go.
My husband's idea. He's away on business a lot. It's not even loaded.
Ain't much use unloaded, man.
Hey, grab him.
You're crazy. Let us pass. Let us pass, please.
Let's just talk this thing through.
We have, and we made our decision. We're leaving.
Hey, Mr. Mackey's gonna barbecue some chicken on the gas grill.
Here we go. The first batch going out to meet their doom.
Brent, look.
I'm not discussing this any further.
I know. I just want to ask a favor. You tie this around your waist?
What for?
It'll let us know you got at least 300 feet.
I'll do it.
Are you throwing in with them?
Me? No, thanks. I think your man there's a little too tightly wound. Gonna get somebody killed. But I'm thinking we could use that shotgun of yours. I saw where you parked when I pulled in. Red pickup, right? Far entrance.
Son, you got brass balls.
Son, you got brass balls.
I'll cut her loose, just so you understand.
Yeah.
Called out a knife.
Hey, crazy lady. I believe in God, too. I just don't think he's the bloodthirsty asshole you make him out to be.
Oh, you take that up with the devil when you run into him. You just chat it over at your leisure.
Well, we can all see what's going to happen here. Or not.
Give it loose.
Saw that coming. Time to let go, I think. It's going up high. Reel him in. What's going to be on the end? An arm? A leg? both legs. Believe me now, guys.
How soon you shipping out?
A couple weeks.
Scared about going over there? Hey, wait. How come you never asked me out?
Now, are these two gonna sleep together rather than the main guy? Is that the way they're gonna get around it? Nice wood candles.
The parking lot lamps turned on.
The timer. Must be a different municipal line.
Ah! God! Oh my God.
Ah, here comes the bugs, the flies. Again, they look pretty cool. I think it's more CGI, but done well. It's quite a good idea that they've got like different creatures out in the mist, not just one. So we've got the tentacles, and we've got the bugs, and there is a couple more coming up if it's the same. Should have like the pterodactyl type things coming in next, and at the end we should have a like a huge beast, like on legs. Nice shot there. Surely you'd think they're attracted to the light, maybe? Turn the lights off.
Holy shit!
Yeah, there's the other thing. Feeding off the flies. Like the sounds. Pretty cool. Oh, they're broken in.
Jim, Myra! Fire! Lance!
Get the mops. Practical effects, cool. You all know if you have sex with somebody in a horror film, you're gonna die. Did they do it in The Office? Shoot the kid! Quite cool the way it's interacting with all like the signs and everything. That's not good. No! Fireman effect. I like the way they haven't resorted to just using guns as what they normally do in especially American monster movies. Just take them all out with guns, but yeah, they're using mops with lighter fluid. So is she going to be saved because of her faith? Yeah. So they're not invincible, these creatures. You can kill them. It's dead, man. It's dead. Although I think in the book, this is probably... Was this day 2 this happened rather than day 1?
Joe. How you holding up, partner?
Is that you?
Yeah, pal. How you doing?
You gotta end it, okay? Always got that gun, right?
This bit doesn't happen in the book. A few people do go out the back and hang themselves, but so we do have a few people who die and then they hide the bodies, but we don't have a guy who gets burned. So maybe this is in place of those people committing suicide.
I need to go to the bathroom. Will you watch Billy?
We do have somebody who commits suicide. I think they hang themselves in the book. And it's like she's taken an overdose.
All we got here is the liquor and aspirin.
You thinking about going to the pharmacy next door?
So they're using the burnt guy as a reason to go to the pharmacy. I think in the original story, they just want to see if there's anybody next door. But now they're looking for medicine for this burnt guy. Makes more sense, really, that they risk their life to actually try and save somebody, rather than just to see if they can make it next door.
Mrs. Carmody. She's our very own Jim Jones. I'd like to leave before people start drinking the Kool-Aid.
He's right. Like your people get, the better she's gonna look.
No, I don't buy that. It's obvious she's nuts. Look, a few people maybe, but...
No, I count 4. She's preaching to them right now. By noon, she'll have 4 more. By tomorrow night, when those things come back, she'll have a congregation, and then we can start worrying about who she's gonna sacrifice to make it all better.
Good little idea to have an internal threat inside the store. Otherwise, you could just say they just sort of hunker down and use all the food they've got because they're in a big supermarket, so they could survive for quite a while. So they really needed that internal threat to sort of force them out of the store. So yeah, that's quite a good bit of writing by King there.
You'll walk out that door and be torn to shreds, and then your hellbound pride will have them come get the rest of us. Yes, they'll come back for all of us, just like this good lady said.
I would just say, if it's God that is sent these things to kill people, then send out the righteous people like yourself.
Shut up, you miserable buzzard!
You old bitch!
And
And then they won't kill those people.
stoning people who piss you off is perfectly okay. They do it in the Bible, don't they? And I got lots of peas.
David, please, if you want to go.
I got lots of peas.
Let's get this thing over with.
Yes.
They made it to the store next door. And the doors are open. Oh yeah, there's creatures in here as well. They're like spider type creatures as well. I've almost forgot about those ones. Pretty cool because you've got several different types of monsters. Who holds a knife like that?
Oh, God. No. No. Oh, no.
There we go, the spider webs with the people. Very, The Hobbit.
Ah, shit! Shit! Oh!
I'm sorry. Help me.
Ah, it's the military police guy. He said he was going next door to the pharmacy. So he's saying it's all our fault. So is he saying it's something to do with the military experiments in the base? Because in the book you're not sure where these things come from, but they think it might be the base. It's pretty gross. Spiders coming out of them.
More! Help!
Burning spider webs. A lot more spiders coming now. Granny's got a flamethrower. Again, very close to the book. Lots of stuff happened there which happens in the story, like the spiderweb going around his leg and stripping his leg. Cuts into his artery in his leg so he bleeds to death, basically. They don't use a flamethrower, but they do use the bug spray which he uses on the flamethrower, so they spray bug spray all over it and it kills it. So all we got left now is their escape in the vehicle. Let's see how that goes down.
The rock will not hide them. The dead tree give no shelter. What will end it? Let me hear it.
Expiation.
What are we talking about?
Expiation.
Like you mean it. What is?
Welcome to Sesame Street. Today's word is expiation.
Welcome to Sesame Street.
to know what this mist is. I want to talk to the soldiers.
Soldiers? What's that gonna do?
I think in the book they call it the Arrowhead Project.
Morales, Donaldson, guys.
It's the only place they can be.
Ah, here we go. It's just the hanging. So they did put that in. See, in the book they don't all find out that they hung themselves, and also they don't know that it's the Arrowhead Project. That's just a guess they have, but nobody actually confirms it. They don't know where the things have come from.
No, we are being punished. The judgment is being brought down upon us. The fiends of hell.
I think they've gone a little bit over the top with the religious stuff.
And it is his fault. Yes,
No!
it is your fault.
No! It is not my fault!
You, they did it. They stink in the eye of the Almighty.
Yes, it is. No! Jesus!
But that escalated. This is all added to the story. They do all kick off and say that they're gonna feed one of them to the beasts, but they don't actually stab anyone or chuck them out. Another beast, like a mantis or something like that. Notice they've only mentioned his wife once, whereas in the original story he's constantly going on about getting back to his wife, and that's why he's trying to get to the car.
You can't go out. I won't allow it.
Won't allow it?
It's against God's will. Don't you know that by now? Haven't I shown that I am his vessel?
I think you should go out and prove that you're his vessel.
We want the boy.
You
we
get
want
back.
the boy.
No,
you give us.
You get back. Come on, get out.
Damn it! Grab that boy. Get the whore too. Grab him. Kill him.
She said get the whore too. They do that in the book because she knows that she's slept with the main guy, so she wants the boy and the whore. But in this they haven't slept together, so that doesn't really work.
I killed her.
You sure did.
Okay then.
Let's go! Get up, Byron. Come on. We gotta go.
Was that symbolic of the cross? This is where you see the mantis lobster type thing in the book. Get in the car, you idiots. Time to go. Do a drive past at the shop to show them all that they're okay and they're getting away. In the book they explain that the monsters can only attack them if they can smell them, and that's why they're safe inside the shop and inside the car, because they can't smell them apparently, because they haven't got their use of their sight because of the mist, so they rely on sound and smell. See if they can get the wife or not. In the book they couldn't get the wife because the way is blocked and they can't get through. You actually see that she's dead, whereas in the story you don't know what happened to her. They just can't get back to the house, so they have to leave her behind. In the book he is a writer and he writes down this story and leaves it on a diner, I think. Leaves it on a table. Is this the big beast? That's pretty cool. So the big beast in this is the one with the tentacles, whereas I assumed the tentacle one was a different one coming out of the water, maybe, because I think in the book you just see the legs of these beasts and they leave holes bigger than the car. But yeah, I like that. Looks pretty cool. These scientists must have ripped a big hole to get all these things through. How are they going to end it?
Got more.
There's 5 of us.
I'll figure something out.
Bit of a dreary ending. Are they really going to end it like that? In the book they just keep on driving and they hear like a radio signal which they're heading towards. What can he see? Oh dear. The woman from the store who left. Cool shot there at the end with the burning beasts. Based on the novella by Stephen King. Well, there we go. So that was The Mist from 2007, and that actually ended in quite a different way to the book that I read. So in the book, like I said, he was an author or a writer, and he's writing down basically what happened, and then at the end he leaves what he's written on a side in some restaurant or shop or something like that, saying that he hopes one day somebody will read that, and they hear a faint message on the radio, so they just continue driving, and he says something like, this doesn't have any real ending, there is no redemption or anything like that, this is just how it ends, and it finishes. Whereas in this they go very dark, and he just kills everybody, and just after he's killed everybody, the army come in and they could have saved them all. So yeah, very dark ending, and in a way I kind of like that better than the book. I was actually thinking all the way through that this is probably one of those rare occasions where I think the movie was actually better than the original book. I think they've done a really good job. They've made it very, very similar. It flows exactly the same. The same things happen. I think they've tried to keep it very true to the story. The book has a lot more description before he leaves and goes to the shop, between him and his wife and his son, builds more of their sort of relationship, and also the relationship between him and the neighbour. He's sort of like a bigger part in it, but from when they get to the store onwards, that's pretty spot on. Apart from, like I said, they didn't have the bit where he sleeps with that blonde woman, which I can see why they took that out, because when I was reading it I actually thought he's going on and on about how much he loves his wife, but then for some reason he just all of a sudden thinks after a day of being away from her that he can sleep with this other woman, which seemed a bit out of place, so I can see why they took that out. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty good film. I don't think it's going to be that good actually. I never saw it come out, or if I did, wasn't really too bothered with it. It's one of those movies that just passed me by. 2007, so we're talking 13 years ago now, so it's getting on a bit, based on the 1980s story. And yeah, I think they did a really good job. I think the effects were good. I think the creatures looked really good. And apart from right at the beginning, the acting was a little bit wooden, I thought, at the start between him and his wife. But after that, once the story got going, the actual acting was good. I think they went a little bit over the top with the whole crazy woman in the store talking about religion and that sort of thing. It does sort of get a gathering in the store in the original story, but I think they went a little bit over the top with that. And I don't think the butcher guy actually stabs somebody and they chuck him outside. I think they just sort of shoot that woman and then they all barge past and get out. But apart from that, yeah, very, very similar. I would recommend reading the book if you haven't done so already. It's only sort of 150 pages. But yeah, like I said, this movie is probably better. So yeah, if you've watched this before or you're thinking of watching it, it's a good watch. A little bit long. It's over 2 hours. 2 hours 10, I think. 2 hours 5, I think it is actually. So yeah, they could have trimmed it down a little bit. But apart from that, I thought it was a good movie. I'd probably give it about 3 out of 5 stars. So yeah, definitely worth a watch. Thanks for watching. Please remember to thumb up the video, hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring that bell if you want to be notified of any future videos. Please check out my other 2 videos I've got up. Hopefully by now they will be The Omen and Komodo. And yeah, let me know what you think. If there's any sort of hidden gems or movies which you think people don't really talk about very often that you'd like me to watch and review, leave them in the comments below. Leave any comment. Have you seen the movie? What did you think of this reaction? Just let me know below and I will reply to any comments that I get. So thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.